Thanks for joining me. This is Danny, and welcome to Build Brief number 5, in which I am going to be continuing to build this road that I started building in the last Build Brief. So today, I'm going to be still kind of doing a lot of the same stuff I was doing last time, because we're only about halfway to where we want to go. So last time I started to build this road heading over to a village to the north. There's actually 2 villages. So the road, here's us, here's our little town, and the road is heading north this way. I actually started pathing it out over here, and then we have a little tunnel going through the side of this mountain. We end up at the top of the mountain. We're gonna continue the path. This is where I ended. We're gonna continue the path through this mountain and then down on the other side, and then we're gonna have an intersection here, a bridge going in that direction and that direction. I don't know how far we're gonna get today. And I think I'm going to focus mostly on pathing today as opposed to actually placing blocks or making things look pretty. Although, I don't know, I kind of want to work on that tunnel because I have some ideas for the tunnel that I'm kind of excited about. But I would really like to get the path done so that we kind of know what we're dealing with. And then I can start crafting all the blocks I'm going to need, because I'm going to need a lot of freaking blocks, like stacks and stacks and stacks of road blocks and blocks that I'll be using for the archways and the tunnels and such. There's my old redstone mine. We're going to go across this, and we're going to go over this hill, and actually if we go up to the top of this hill, we might be able to see where we're going to come down. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, this is actually a pretty big mountain, so I may continue climbing so that we can kind of stay up on the top, or maybe I'll have it wrap around the side of this. If I do have it continue climbing, I'm going to turn the clouds off just so that I can build without dealing with clouds in my face. But this is kind of a neat mountain here, so like it would be kind of nice to have the road come all the way up here. But it would definitely be more work. And then when we come down, we're gonna have a much larger drop. So yeah, I guess we can't see. It's still there's still a long ways to go. Yeah. So I'm gonna get going on that. I might actually do some block placing and save this part of the path until next time. I don't know, so that maybe you guys can tell me what you think. If you think we should go over the mountain, like if we should try to hit the peak, which will make things, well, I don't know, that would be a little silly having the road go right over the peak. But actually what I was thinking of doing in the future was having a park up here at some point, kind of a I don't know if you've ever been to like the Continental Divide in the US. There's like roads that go across the Continental Divide, and then a lot of times they'll have like a little rest area at the top with little parks and trails and stuff. So that might be a fun thing to do for a future project. You can see the redwood forest down there. Okay, so let's get started. Well, I didn't cover a lot of distance today, but I did do some decorating, and I worked on all the slopes so that even if we don't finish this before we start playing with cars, we'll still be able to drive cars on this road. I will definitely be putting railings up in places like this. But here's our first tunnel. This one was kind of difficult because it's a strange slope. Because it's not a 45-degree slope. It's I don't even know what it is exactly. And I'm actually thinking it might have to be higher. I don't know. When we're sitting in the cars, I don't think so. Actually, I don't think so. I think it'll be fine. This is the ultimate car mod, so I'm pretty sure the cars will fit in there. So I'm using cobblestone. It's a cobblestone variant. Small disordered tiles, and then I used architecture craft, the architecture saw bench, to make the slopes and arches. So I've got arches at the beginning, and then I have one kind of in the middle. So the idea is that the cobblestone stuff is kind of providing support, where this is just like a poured concrete. It's concrete tiles from Immersive Engineering. I am using just regular concrete interspersed in there just to give it a worn, kind of a worn-ish look. So what made this weird was that it's 2 in, 1 down, the slopes. So I can't do slopes like that with architecture craft. We can only do the 45-degree slopes. So I ended up having, a 45 and then a flat, a 45 and a flat. So it's kind of a zigzaggy sort of thing. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. But it's not terrible. It's not too... Oh, I missed a few. Oh, look at that. Actually, I may as well pick this up so I don't forget where it is. And probably this too. Oh, no, that one's an axe. So this is not going to stay here. These grass path blocks, that's just kind of a temporary placeholder so that I know where this thing is running. Oh, I didn't do this slope. Okay, so so this is where we left off last time. Although, obviously, I didn't have the tunnel and all that stuff. Oh, and at the beginning here, I have like a slope, just to kind of keep the dirt from falling in onto the road on the sides. So we're going over this little thing here. We'll have a nice view up here. Maybe we'll have like build like a lookout thing up here someday with some railings and like I don't know, a parking lot, a few places where you can park and get out of your car and look at the beautiful view. And then we go up this little hill, the tunnel there that I might end up blocking off. And you might notice that I'm only angling when we're on flat ground, because when we're on the hills, it's too hard to angle. So my hills are always straight, either north-south or east-west. And then we go on an angle here, and then we go up again. So I've decided I'm not going to go to the top of the mountain. That would just be, at least not for the main road, because it kind of takes us out of the way, and it would be a really difficult road. Plus, it's really cold up there, especially now because it's winter, and yeah. It's just too much suffering. So what I might do is have a side road going up there with kind of like maybe a fun zigzaggy road that goes up to the top where we'll have like a little park like I was talking about. And then we're going to go. Now places like this, I'm going to put something for railings. I cut down a lot of trees in the process, and I planted some too because I kind of want to keep it looking somewhat wildernessy and natural up here. And then this is the end. This is where I stopped. But what's going to happen, we're almost at the end of the mountain here. So we're going to go, I'm actually probably going to angle to the left here a little bit. And then we're going to go over this pond, or this just water hole here. And this one too. And then I want to come down kind of on the side of the hill here. So the hardest part is almost done, because this mountain is obviously very challenging to build a road on, but once we get down there, it's a little bit more flat. It's just kind of rolling hills down there. Well, we can kind of see it's rolling hills, and our little intersection is gonna be right there. So we're like almost there already, right where that hematite sample is. And then one road's gonna angle up toward Gatena, and the other one's gonna go to the left to this village over here that I can't pronounce without making a fool of myself. So, anyway, that's that. Oh, crap. So the bridge, or the tunnel turned out okay. It's not my favorite tunnel that I've ever made, but it's okay. I might think about revisiting it and making it look a little bit more interesting. And of course, if you have any suggestions, feel free to share them in the comment section below. Or if you have any ideas about what's to come, or whatever. I like the top of the tunnel, actually, the most. But this, I don't know, that angling thing, I'll have to think about that. We could always use chisels and bits there. That would certainly be a good place to use chisels and bits so that we can have the same angle down up there that we're having down here. You know what? I think I might do that because that really bothers me. Yeah, I think I might do that. I don't know. Let me take a peek in the architecture bench once just to make sure. I'm fairly certain that we only have the 45 degrees. I don't think any of these other angles would get us anything like that. I don't know. I mean, we could always do like half slabs too, so that we don't have that zigzaggy angle, so that it's just like steps. That might not be a terrible idea. So if you have any ideas or whatever, or if you have a preference for one of the ideas that I mentioned, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. And of course, if you have any comments about anything, leave those there as well. And of course, if you did enjoy this, don't forget to click the like button and to join me next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.